Good everyone. I hope you guys have an amazing day and wish you everyone a happy 2026. Um, so what I wanted to do today, I wanted to talk about my book, which I published before Christmas. It's about the loss of transhumanism. You perhaps would have heard about me talking about transhumanism in the past, and I've published another book about transhumanism um, year and a half ago. I'll put the link in the description below if you wanted to check it out. So I'm a passionate transhumanist. I talk about transhumanism all the time. I believe that human being has potential to move to the next stage of evolution, and I do not believe that humans are the perfect species born on this planet. We are in a transition state. That's my personal opinion. You're more welcome to disagree. So, in saying there are a lot of events happening in Silicon Valley, even billionaires like Elon Musk and other people um, are investing lots of the money to fund futuristic tech. Neuralink is one of the classic example. We also have China investing a lot with respect to transhumanism in terms of biotech, genetics. Even you might have heard about the concept designer babies. I do understand the concept of designer babies freaks many people out, but think about it, right? We had if you look at the human evolution, right, if you believe in Darwinian theory, so different stages of evolution before we reached the state we are, um, technically human beings are a carbon matter, right? With consciousness. Now, we do not understand very well what consciousness is about in terms of a broader scientific norm or scientific concept. We do not have much literature around it. But in saying, we are moving ahead with lots of brain computer interface technology, a lot of genetics, even our vaccines like mRNA, messenger RNA, uh, has a potential to enhance our human genetics, right? So transhumanism is a kind of a philosophy, if I put it in a simple way, which talks about enhancing humans to the next stage, right? Now, my book is about the laws of transhumanism. So it talks about the 20 laws, which is essential if we have a scenario in the future where humans and machines or transhumans needs to coexist together. So it talks about your right to upgrade. No one should have any opinion about whether you should be doing an upgrade. No religious organization, no spiritual organization should have any business to tell you what you should do with your body, right? Um, and not even the state. The same goes for other side as well, right? If you do not want to upgrade yourself, no one should be forcing you to upgrade it. And also the laws talks about protecting transhumans' right as well, right? Because what if human decides, hey, it's not one of us, let's go and kill that thing. So, given the history of human race, we are now very kind in terms of coexisting with other species. Look at the number of species we're responsible for extinction, right? Um, so this book, I thought about this for a while, um, and I kind of decided I wanted to write this book, right? At least it can form a blueprint for the fifth industrial revolution. At least I'm a vision. And what I really wanted to do, right? Obviously, I know my limitation. I'm a human being. I'm infused with unfortunate truth that's mortality. Not that I like about it, anything about it, but what I wanted to do, you know, the base. So whatever money I'll collect, from the sale of this book, I will fund a startup involved in anti-cancer or anti-aging research. So this will ensure that people can live longer. Uh, they have a longer lifespan. They have a longer and healthy life, right? I hate people dying, right? Because I'm a pro-life person. I want people to stay healthy. They spend more time with their families. They can, live at least to start with, right? We can talk about extending human life to, say, 200 years, right? Or 300 years. I'm not talking about extending till for like, 50 million years. That could be a privilege or a ideal scenario, but then you might say, hey, what happens if no one dies? Well, we need to start thinking about becoming an interstellar civilization then. I see lots of opportunities, right? And you might also say, mate, I'm not interested in any of these things, right? I do not want to be a transhumanist. I don't want to be transhuman. I just wanted to live as a human, die as a human. That's perfectly fine, right? So that's one of the reasons why, if you read my book, you will realize, you will understand that I talk about a balance between the two civilization, two species. That's the reason why I decided to buy a book. Decided to write this book. Excuse me. Now you could read in a Kindle format. It's pretty cheap, about $15. It's not too much, right? 15 USD. I live in New Zealand, so $15 is a peanut. Like you go, you do a takeaway that costs you. If you go to KFC, that's like buy a box of Wicked Wings. That's $50 in New Zealand. So compared to that, a book which talks about a civilization balance, I think is worth anything at KFC, right? If you could invest. And the paperback is 26 if you're someone like me who likes to collect book. I've also written other tech books, but that's irrelevant at this stage. But if you're a passionate transhumanist like me, then I'm optimistic you will love my book. Um, so yeah, that's all I wanted to say, right? And thank you very much for buying this book. I really appreciate your support and your kindness, and yeah, and wish you everyone a very healthy and prosperous 2026. Thank you.